Hello, this will be a quick guide video on the newest creative culinary cooking system. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of this, feels a bit cumbersome to me, but it is what it is. And you only need to know and follow just a few things to get the best out of it. First is that the ingredients are the most important resources here and you only have limited sources to earn a limited amount of it. There's no limit to how many times you can cook a dish here daily, but the amount of ingredients you have is the gate to your progression. So try not to waste them. How do you do that? Well, anytime you cook a dish, even if it's failed or success, the ingredients are used up and gone. So you should be aiming to not fail your cooking attempts. But at the beginning your success rate is low and you get 1 cooking XP every time you cook a dish regardless of if that cooking failed or succeeded. And every time you reach an experience level threshold, like here I have 9 XP now and the next level is at 10, and my success rate will increase a bit. For a guaranteed success every time, you need to reach 400 XP. Usually you create new dishes by combining 2 ingredients, but if you fail, both your ingredients are wasted. So if you want to min-max it, it's a good idea to just use one of your green rarity ingredient that you have the most of and just cook that one ingredient. It's guaranteed to fail, but it will only waste one ingredient and you'll still get 1 cooking XP from it. Also, it doesn't matter for this, but usually always choose one of the dolls that can cook well with the thumbs up for better success rate. I think that's obvious. Anyway, you can do this trick till you reach at least cooking XP 50, at which point you will have a decent success rate to try cooking actually useful foods. But like I said before, 400 XP is for full success guarantee, but I'm not gonna wait that long. You do you. By the way, in the new Crude X Sunrise shop, favorite these 2 cooking ingredient boxes, so you buy them every week. Second thing, and which is in my opinion the most important, is that you can permanently increase your doll's stats by giving them some of these new foods. How do you do that? You have to physically walk up to the doll you want to give the food to, talk to them, and now there's a new option called Give Dish. Select that and you are in this screen. As you can see from here, their stats can be permanently boosted in these 4 categories: attack, defense, HP and their elemental damage. And they can be boosted up to 3 levels. You need their corresponding foods for that. I have them ready here, and as you can see, giving them this food will increase their satiety level for that stat. To max all 3 levels, level 1 needs 10 satiety, 2 is 25 and 3 is 50. A failed dish will give 0 satiety, of course, a delicious dish will give 4 satiety, and a 3-star great success dish will give 5 satiety. So this is basically the most important gameplay in this new cooking feature, maxing their stats from here for all your dolls. Third thing, besides those stat boosting foods, you can also cook general buff foods that will help you in any game modes, especially for Gunsmoke, right? So what do you actually cook for that? Well, firstly, the daily free cooking from the previous system is still there, so if you can get the max score or whatever high score you can get with these buff dishes, then just do that and save your ingredients for cooking only the stat boosting foods. But if you are like lacking only a few points or a bit extra damage with that, then these new buff foods can be helpful. As you can see, we can have 3 buff foods active at the same time, and the 3 foods you want to use for that are these 3. First one gives attack boost, second one crit rate and crit damage boost, and third one defense ignore, the holy trinity. There are also foods that can be used to buff HP or defense, which can be useful for Springfield, Lucy or Helen, who scale off of those stats. But generally these 3 are your go-to Gunsmoke buff dishes. There's one more thing. Till now all the dishes shown here use 2 ingredients. But there's 3 slots. Typically always just use 2 ingredients, do not waste any more than needed. But you can use a third yellow rarity ingredient when cooking the general buff foods. They are like seasonings and they add another buff on top of the normal recipe food. Here's the list of buffs that can be added to the foods with the yellow rarity ingredients in the third slot. So you can use tofu to add more attack buff onto the attack buff food, coriander to add more crits onto the crit buff food, and the appropriate elemental buffs onto the defense ignore food for the team you are playing. Fourth and final thing is that our main source of ingredients is the weekly phase class stages. It will drop ingredients from next week, and there's a food that can increase this drop rate. This is a must cook. For 3 phase class stages, you need to cook 3 of these. Once you go inside a phase class stage, you click the bag and use the food from there. Each food effect is active for 30 minutes, only 1 food per stage, and you complete that stage within 30 minutes. Done. Go next stage, use another food, and so on. Favorite this food, this is the one you will be cooking every week. That's pretty much all you need to know about this new system, I think. One last thing, whatever you cook, they expire at daily reset, so you can't cook and save them for the future, use them right away. Okay, if I missed anything, let me know below in the comments. I'll try to pin any useful tips or info. Thanks for watching and goodbye.